Greetings. This is Brian Kluth with the NAE's Financial Health website and online training courses. Thank you for allowing us to take a few minutes to share with you and your church leaders reasons that providing a generous life devotional for all the families in your church can powerfully be used by the Lord to ignite people's faith, inspire generosity, and increase giving. Let's take a look at the use of the 40-day Generous Life Bible devotional at your church. I wrote this several years ago, and by God's grace, thousands of churches have used this resource to grow joyful and faithful givers in churches everywhere. But let me go ahead and share with you the reasons I believe God is powerfully using generosity devotionals to change people's attitudes and actions when it comes to their living and their giving. What we know for sure is that thousands of churches have experienced giving increases for regular giving and special offerings when all the families in their church go through a generosity devotional at the same time. Here are 8 reasons why I think the Lord has specifically used the 40-day Generous Life devotional in so many life-changing ways in the lives of so many people and churches. Number 1 is the devotional is Bible-focused. The generosity message in this devotional is a Bible message based on 400 scriptures that can instruct and inspire anyone in their generosity journey, regardless of their age, financial circumstances, or income. Through the daily readings, people discover that God is their provider and that they are called to be a giver from whatever God has given them, whether it is little or much. Number 2 is it is family friendly. Reading through this devotional only takes a few minutes each day. It can easily be done at the start of the day, during a meal, or at the end of the day by yourself, with your spouse, and with your children. Each family member who's old enough can take a turn reading the daily devotional out loud to the family. My own family did these Bible readings at breakfast time when my kids were in grade school, and a number of years later we went through it again during dinner time when my kids were teenagers. Number 3 is that there are multiple versions that will work for anyone at any age. Sending a printed copy of the devotional to every family is what works best to get everyone in your church to go through the devotional together at the same time. And you can also let people know that they can go to the generouslifedevo.org website to get an app version of the devotional for their phones and tablets, an ebook PDF version, or they can sign up to get a daily email every morning with the Bible verses for that day. Number 4 is that it is easy to do. All you're inviting people to do is to read 10 Bible verses every day. If they are using the app or email version, if they want, they can also choose to listen to the short audio podcast teaching that goes along with each day's reading. You are not asking them to read a hardcover book or attend a class. You are just inviting individuals, couples, and families to prayerfully read through God's Word each day. This is good for their soul, good for their family, and ultimately it will prove to be good for your church. Number 5 is that it is easy to distribute. The app, ebook, and email versions are completely free, and the printed devotionals are small, affordable, and easy to mail to every family. When mailed, be sure to include a cover letter from the pastor and church leaders and information about the digital versions. You can also send out an email with information how people can get the app, ebook, or email version. Let me share one word of wisdom here. I have known some churches that have tried to save money by having people pick up a printed copy of the devotional after the service. But this never works well because a portion of your people are never in the service. By mailing a printed copy to every home and sending an email with links to every one, you will allow everyone in your church to start going through the devotional at the same time. It is also a good idea to have some extra printed copies at the church for people who did not get the mailing or who want their own copy. Number 6 is that the devotional is group friendly. The devotionals have videos and discussion questions that a group leader can use to facilitate valuable discussions in a Sunday school or small group. It is in these group settings that younger Christians have a chance to hear directly from more mature Christians about the joy of living generously and how God provides for faithful givers. Number 7, we have companion resources available to maximize the impact of this generosity experience in the life of your church. The companion digital kit provides free online materials with videos for groups and for worship service announcements, sermon helps, children's Sunday school curriculum, and much more. Number 8 is that it is a wise investment with amazing earthly returns and eternal rewards. It will only cost a few dollars to purchase and mail a small Bible devotional to every family in your church. But as you work together as a team and agree to put a generosity devotional into the hands of all of your church families at the same time, God will use the verses in the devotional to help transform your people's heads, hearts, hands, and habits when it comes to faithful and joyful giving and living. Most churches can fund the modest cost of the devotionals and mailing out of their church budget. But if that's not possible, there will often be one or two church leaders in your church that will see the wisdom of this project and will offer to give a special donation to underwrite the cost. Because the focus of the 40 days is to have families reading the devotional at home, the pastor can have complete freedom and flexibility on what is preached during this time period, and can choose the topics, text, and themes for these 6 weeks, which may or may not include financial and generosity teaching. Some of the best times to schedule the 40 days of generosity is in September, October, November, January, February, over Lent, and April, May. It is best not to do this over summer months, Christmas holidays, or right after Easter. So when this video session is over, be sure to talk as a leadership team when would be the best time of the year to put this in your church generosity planning calendar in the next 12 months. You can then go to the generouslifedevo.org website to get everything you need to share this devotional and companion resources with your church family.